What's going on, everybody? Scott Hogan coming at you here. We're going to be jumping in with Full Swing today. We met with them at the PGA show. So I just want to come on a little bit before we get into this. We're going to be doing some testing with them, and a little backstory about it was about 15 months ago or so from this video, we did have Full Swing inside with some other launch monitors, and at the time we talked about how we really weren't going to talk about it because of where it was currently. And then, to be in all fairness to them, they didn't have an indoor mode. We're putting it up against different launch monitors that did have an indoor mode. We're basically testing that launch monitor outside of where it currently was developed for, so didn't feel like it was appropriate to be able to kind of put them in that conversation at the time, so we didn't want to do that to them. 15 months later, go to the PGA show, walking up to the booth, and they absolutely know who I am, which I don't know if that was good or bad, but they came up and said, hey, we want you to try this now. And so they were having me come in, said, hey, go on, we're going to do this on the range first, and then the next day come back, and we're going to do this as well inside, hitting with the RCT ball into a net. So you're going to see two kind of stages to this, and you'll see my thoughts on it. Again, performing really well, did a great job. And again, I think they just, as they've come along with it and just kind of got to where I knew they were. I am a Full Swing fan. We have two of their simulators. I've always used their simulators at my courses that I'm at, and that would be what I would recommend going with if you're looking for permanent builds, that type of thing. So again, just something that we saw, and we see a lot of pros playing their stuff. So just seeing the launch monitor and going through there, wanted to jump on and just kind of give a little context to what was going on in this video as we were testing it out in Orlando. So without further ado, we're going to head out to the range at Orange County National, and then we'll head into the convention center in Orange County. So here's Full Swing.
Let's have you take some shots.
Cool.
What club do you want to start with?
Let's start it with the 7. Oh, Stealth 7. All right. So Ryan.
So you know how this works?
I do. And
okay.
Ryan, I walked up, and Ryan, he said, you know who I am. And I don't know if that's a good thing. But
I'm not scared. Bring it on.
All right.
Let's
so
see it.
Let's do it. Do we know where it's set up at?
Yep. So you can actually look right now on your target line. So we got you pretty much dead straight from your...
So I want the ball on that dotted line?
So anywhere in between the wickets, as I say,
okay,
is fine for ball pickup. This is going to treat this like your alignment stick, basically.
When did you guys start doing this?
This has been around. It's just we did an update on the wickets, basically.
I like that, yeah.
Makes it a little bit easier, and it's easier for me to tell people.
Well, and one of the big issues is, hey, when people are getting this, I'm pretty savvy with them. I'm not the normal.
We make it. Treat the long white line as your alignment stick, like your target line for the day.
Yeah.
And then just keep it there, and you're good for the ball reading. Otherwise, we would just shift it left and right.
I will say this: I've not used your unit outside. I can see those numbers. The sun is straight into it.
And you can see them.
I can see that clearly this day. So
if you want, once we're done hitting this shot, I'm going to be able to show you how we can change that.
Okay.
Good strike.
Okay. That was a little toey, so that's not going to be great.
But we're going to see your numbers are adding up as we speak. They're still adding right now because it's actually measuring your carry. It's not calculating. So you can see how there's a little difference there.
I would guess 152.
Okay, so you got all 16 points here. And then the other thing that we've added since you've been around lately, we did add normalization as well.
Oh, nice.
So we've added that for everybody because it was such a big demand item.
And so for people that don't know normalization,
we're taking out the wind. We're changing elevation to be 0 for today. You can adjust that elevation, though. If you say, hey, I'm going to play in Utah, and I'm going to be playing at 6,000. I need to adjust my yardages.
Right.
You can pop in 6,000. It'll tell you,
so
you hit
environmental
it
20
yards further. So
Very
we can change right now elevation, and it's going to take the wind out, obviously. But then we can also, in the future, we'll change temperature as well.
Okay, very good. Let's see.
So to change that normalization, it's literally just one button.
One button.
And it's going to change your side carry, side carry, your apex, and then your totals.
Very cool, very cool.
But
and I did not hit that good, so I would guess it went 150-ish, so I would guess that. So
okay, so 152, I feel good
I
there.
would be okay with that.
Okay.
And I think important to note, range balls today.
Range balls, everything with a grain of salt.
Grain of salt, we got that.
Range ball, you're hitting stock clubs that you don't normally hit.
Exactly, so. Slightly.
There you go.
There's a problem, I can't tell. We got these stealths. I can't tell if I'm hitting it in the center or not.
So you got that one 166, so a lot cleaner there. And then what I always like to do when I hit a shot that is that much better, I like to go to the video replay. And so you're going to have that right there for you.
I like your interface.
All one touch. We've updated, so actually if you're trying to share this, you can choose whether you want 16:9 or 1:1.
Okay.
Everyone for Instagram and
Well,
YouTube.
yeah, you got to have that Instagram world, man.
And then if you wanted to, you just tap share, and this is a cellular iPad, we could send this off to your instructor tomorrow. Or today, like in 2 seconds.
Right, I like it.
So right there, you can save it. You could airdrop it to me, however you want to do it.
All right, cool.
And then if you want, let's say today, you say, hey, I'm only worried about how far I'm hitting the ball. I don't want to worry about path, any of these other numbers.
Yeah.
We can change your display.
And this is down below.
And now you're only seeing one number.
So here, let's hit that. I want to show that because that's a big deal.
Yeah. So here, I can show you the whole. So on that screen, if I wanted to, I could change that to be.
Okay.
I'll change it on there for you. So that's how it was looking before, where you're getting four points of data. I'll shadow you a little bit there.
Yeah.
So you got 4 points, and then if you want, hey, I'm only focused on carry right now.
Right.
1 point.
And there it is, 1 point. And again, it may be on camera, we can't see this, but this is clear as day in the sunlight.
And then as much as I love our app, you can also always use the side buttons if you want to scroll to a different data point.
So you don't necessarily, do you have to always have it on the app?
You don't. So if you're somebody who goes, hey, I want to kind of take a break from everything and I just want to make it real easy, drop it down 10 feet behind me, you're still going to get your numbers, they're just not going to save to your profile. But if you want like a session where you can disconnect a little bit, that's there.
Yeah. That is always an issue. You come out with the phone and it's overheated and
your phone's going to overheat before this does.
There we go. Okay. That was it good.
Beauty.
Yeah, we're on launch angle down there. 14 degrees would make sense.
Yep.
170, that's my yardage. That ball was hit better. That spin matches what I see, 57.97. So that's what I see when I hit at home.
Perfect.
Okay, so that's pretty good.
Go ahead.
Club path, 0.4 left. That's me.
So far, so good.
So far, so good.
We'll say so far, so great.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bad one. Well, it's not bad.
Little right on that one. That's all right.
So I blocked it. So path to the right. Hey, it makes sense. Face should be
still going on your
face
side.
is open.
Carry.
And it was fading.
Yep. Still got a pretty good swing.
So here's something that I saw from when I previously used it. When I was hitting balls, I was getting the exact same spin.
We've done a lot of updates on our spin algorithm.
Okay.
So it is measured, but there is that question when you hit 2 shots in a row, that can't be right. I can't hit an identical.
It was literally the 4. Out of 5, I'd get like 3 or 4.
Like if we can go back through your session right now, actually. We can go up. Sorry.
Yeah, I've been paying attention to it. I didn't want to bring it up until I was sure, but
if we go to spin rate, we'll go to your 7-iron. We're just going to look at just spin rate here. Oops, sorry, put the wrong button. Spin rate, save view. So you can see that one that kind of got away from you on the right side there, jumped pretty high, same thing there. None of these are going to be identical. Like I said, we've done a lot of updates on spin. Spin's probably been the biggest challenge of a metric, obviously.
Yeah.
Speed, carry, those are very easy to measure. Spin has always been one for the entire industry, I'd say.
Sure.
But there's still debate about who has the best spin.
Sure.
So spin's definitely gotten dialed in over the years. Ever since it came out, that's been probably the biggest improvement, because when we came out, no one's ever argued the carry. The spin was kind of the one missing factor, and now I'd say we've really come a long way on that.
Really cool. So, all right.
And then indoors, we also work with the Titleist RCT ball, so you're going to get the most accurate picture indoors on your spin.
We're going to be putting that to the test.
And we'll be there tomorrow with a net.
We'll be there tomorrow. We'll put it to test. So for everybody that wants to see it,
we're there.
I think right now we're going to do driver. Okay. How about that? So let's fire that up.
Let's do it. Just going to double check. Just going to adjust this by this much since we're on the tee.
Very cool. And again, very easy on there to see it.
Yep.
Very easy to see what you got to do.
So now we know we're in good. Swing away.
How much interface, again, been about 15 months for me, how much would you say this has changed?
This has just only gotten more user-friendly, so
Yeah.
I've been saying it.
It looks similar, but it's, hey, we're going to be looking at it and saying, hey, this is something
We built, like I've told everyone, we built this with the app as we were building it. It wasn't something we retrofitted the app. We wanted to make sure the experience was seamless start to finish.
Gotcha. All right, so.
So here, let me give you a quick.
Pop here so you can see your carry first thing.
Very good. So I expect this to be spinny with this shaft.
It's 239. We got 2836 on your spin there.
112. That's with 2830. So I was just on TrackMan over there, and that was right about where I was.
That's what I like to hear.
So that was it. What was the carry? Again, hitting range balls. Actually, this is a little bit different driver, so not going to hit it as fast, but
I was going to say, different shaft, different
for
setup.
sure. So let's see, 161. I was at like 160 over there, so there we go. I think I'm warming up. I'm starting to sweat a little. So 275. It's pretty close. I think we're right.
I was going to say, are we going in the right direction?
We're in the right direction. Oh, yeah.
We're earning some love as we go.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, let's get one more in here. Oh, the toe hook, that's got to be down.
I was going to say, it's coming back. I mean, you're going to end up center of the fairway.
Yeah, if I could do it all the time. Yeah, definitely. So here's the thing I always want. This is what I like to see, and this is what I try to people. I don't get too bogged down in like, oh, is the numbers exactly correct, right? 200, 300, oh, it's like 300 RPMs off, or is it this off? It's this off. It's like, I don't really care, right? But what I like to see is on that shot, I hit it more on the toe.
Yep.
So ball speed should go down, spin should go down, right? So ball speed down 6 miles an hour, which makes sense. That was pretty far off the toe. Spin went down 400 RPM. So
everything's in line.
It's in line, right? So it's making sense to what we should see in what's going on with the ball. So
that's what we're here for. We're here to help paint that picture, kind of make it easier to see everything in perfect clarity.
All right, so far, so good, right? So
no gotcha moments right now.
No gotcha. I'm liking it, right? So
demo.
This is good. So we're going to be going tomorrow, and I just walked up here and I said, hey, he's like, hey, I know you. So we'll go tomorrow. We'll go check it out in the net.
Yep.
I will say this I mean, again, I didn't hit it outside before. I always heard it was pretty good outside. So
this
I'm
is where
very
it was built.
impressed.
Came out of the range, and as we've kind of evolved, we've always made sure we're keeping indoor with it.
So we're going to test it out indoors, and
let's
we'll
see what it does.
Okay. All right, Ryan.
We're back.
We're back. We're indoors now.
Yep.
You look nervous.
I'm not.
Not nervous
be
at
less
all.
Nervous.
No, not at all.
I wouldn't have invited you if I was nervous.
I know, right? So
let's have at it.
RCT ball.
RCT integration. You're going to get the best spin picture yet that you've had with us. We're hitting into our net return here.
Okay, 7 iron. Here we go. Not very good. Got our read.
All right, so we got 148, about 4,700 on
Okay,
your RPMs.
that was hit pretty poor, so I would expect a lower spin.
And if we want it, we know we can always watch your video right afterwards.
Right.
So we can see your contact. This way you can watch half speed, through the ball, little toe.
Have at again. Let's see if we can hit one on the face.
.41. Feel a little better on that one?
Yeah, a little better.
Okay.
And this is a lower spinning club than I'm used to.
Yep, exactly.
For sure.
As I always tell people when they're doing a demo, you got to remember you're not using your usual sticks back at home. You got different little
I've got
whip
this
on
nice
there.
super game improvement
I was gonna
stealth iron that, so very good. So what I noticed, where you're talking about, we were talking about this, is what your biggest improvement is, and just always trying to adjust is the spin algorithm, right, and how that works, or whatever you call it.
Yeah. And with the RCT, we're getting the clearest picture we've ever had of the radar signal that's coming in.
And it just takes a little bit of adjusting to it, right?
Exactly. And if, we got there and we feel great.
Yeah. Okay, good.
43, and to your point last year when you were hitting 4 in a row that were the same spin and you didn't feel right, we went in, we looked at what we were doing, and we corrected, and now I feel like based on the 3 shots you took, you're seeing a little bit more consistency.
Yeah. Let's see, I'm going to slide it up. Let's take a look at club path for me. That's where I'm at normally. So
don't look disappointed when you see that answer.
Yeah, no, I like it. No, that's like we talk about. It's all it, right? Like, it's always about, hey, when you're hitting balls, you want the unit to be able to make sense, right? Like, it doesn't have to, I think a lot of people look at it, and they're like, a lot of people I see come in and do it and saying, like, all right, hey, I need it to hit balls, and, like, I want it to hit perfect shots. It's like, well, no, if you don't hit perfect shots, you want it to do what you do, right?
Perfect in, perfect out.
Right. So that's
and if you get garbage in, garbage out, too.
Right. All right.
That one sounded good.
That was a little toey. 47-14. It's quick, too.
Yeah, and when you're indoors, we're not waiting. You're not getting that full measurement of the carry. We're actually measuring all the way to the ground, so you're getting your quicker calculations.
Right.
And indoors, again, 10 feet of ball flight, 8 to 10 feet behind you.
All right. I don't know if I shanked that or not.
I can show you if you want.
Yeah, let's take a look.
Let's pull it up. We got half speed here. Can really get into it. Everything again, auto cropped, everything's ready for you after you hit.
No, I hit it all right. Just can't feel anything.
I was gonna say it takes a little getting used to that one.
Yeah, that's all right.
All right, you ready for the big dog?
Let's do the big dog. Let's get it out. Very impressive. Very impressive.
I was gonna say, are we passing with flying colors?
Yeah,
right,
you're passing it all day.
All right,
I'm more happy I'm hitting this net, not losing your golf balls.
And then we got.
This is always the big test indoors, though, I think, for any radar monitor.
Ready to go.
So here we go.
And again, brand new stealth driver for you.
Yep.
So we got
we should
little
see
different shaft than you're probably used to, too.
Yeah, this nice. We should see a little spinnier, I would say, but we know what it was. So. 154 is about right. 2250, I like that.
I was gonna say, you feeling good with those?
Yeah, it was a little on the toe side, I believe, so that should bring it down.
Yep.
What do you guys find for your monitor? Because I feel like they're all a little bit different with like smash factor. Are you still trying to get to 150?
I mean, smash is still a calculation of club and ball speed.
Right.
We all know 1.5 is pretty much where you're aiming for your maximum efficiency.
Yeah.
It's not one we like to nitpick too much, just because it's an easier point to go over.
Right. Gotcha.
But yeah, 1.5, you're looking center of the face, best efficiency.
Little Healy.
Little
Spin
Healy.
4, right?
Spun up. A little low on that one, so we'll hit another one here.
Yeah.
I got you. Full service here.
Oh, look at this. Look at this. That was again on that toe side. Yeah. Really, it felt very toed.
And when you're hitting those, you're seeing your spin jump around where it should.
Yep.
You're seeing your distance also kind of move around. I mean, you hit this, I'd say, when was your first test on the indoor? About a year?
15 months ago.
Yeah.
So,
and in 15 months, how do you feel now?
You guys have come a long way. This is really good. Really good. So I think a couple of things that you guys are really good at. One, it's you guys have good stuff going on with, hey, this is a great unit. Definitely something people should check out.
Great.
You're looking for it. You guys have you got your 5 courses with E6 when you get it?
So right now, 5 courses, 15 practice areas with E6 Connect. If you go on our website, code's right at the top of the page.
Yeah.
And we always have our 30-day money-back guarantee for when you have that experience you don't love. We stand behind the product.
And the big strong point that you guys have, this it's a great launch monitor. Definitely something to check out, and definitely right in there with the rest of them.
Yeah.
But the strong point you guys have is we got data on the screen. It's usable without the data, or without your iPad.
All you have to do, turn around, check your numbers. You can set it to 1 point or 4 points, whatever you're working on that day.
Yeah.
And if you're at home, set up your net return, you're good to go.
Right. Well, Ryan, thank you very much for taking me through it.
Yeah.
It's been a while since I've seen it. It's nice to see how it improved, and I, didn't want to talk. We didn't want to say back then, hey, this isn't something you shouldn't check out. However, something maybe you want to keep an eye on down the road as you guys were going through it. And I think you were talking me through that and how it's just getting better and better and better, and it's going to keep getting better.
Exactly.
If there's room to improve it, then you're going to do it.
So yeah, the unit itself, easy Wi-Fi updates. Once you're at home and you connect it to your Wi-Fi for the first time, next time you're there and you turn it back on, if there's a new update, it's going to start automatically. So it's only going to keep getting better every time.
Yep. I know people know how I feel about radar units. I always like people to, I'm a big radar unit fan. So definitely something on the list. Check it out. See if it's something that works for you. So I would highly recommend it.
I'm glad we could make a believer out of you.
Yeah, you did. Congratulations, and thank you for that, and thank you for taking me through it. So,
appreciate it. Thanks, Scott.
You got it.